What's going on YouTube? So today Vagabond Builds coming at you with another review on a 2022 Acura MDX tech package. We did do a RDX A-Spec package video, check that out, but there are some differences in the trim packages from the A-Spec MDX to the tech package MDX. We will be making those known in the video, but thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, like our videos, and a special shout out to Acura here at Roseville Auto Mall in Roseville, California, right outside Sacramento. Let's get this review started. So starting off on the front end, like we always do on all our cars, so check out our other videos, but we see that the front end is pretty basic that Acura put on their MDXs. Now you're going to be seeing some differences on the A-Spec over to the tech package. This is more of a basic model car, so you're going to be seeing different inserts here in the bumper along with the fog light inserts and the lower grille. They're going to be a little bit more sporty on the A-Spec front bumper cover. You do have the typical Acura grille kind of coming over to this Acura sign with this huge A. Consumer knows that it's Acura car that they're driving. You have the nice chrome bezel pieces or trim pieces around the car. Flat black, kind of a matte black color on this plastic insert trim on this lower part grille. You do have your standard bumper sensors going across the grille. You do have the option to put the fogs on this. I know that for sure. You have the chrome pieces with the kind of black cover pieces over the fog light inserts right there. You do have the dual LED headlights. Those are pretty cool. That comes standard in pretty much all Acuras now. Typical front end. You come over to the side, you have your 20-inch standard rims. You have the machine face with the kind of gunmetal polished look on the inserts. Typical braking system, straight to the point. You will see on the A-Specs, they do have a different color and a different look on the rim. Now, something I'm not really crazy about on these trims, in particular on this Acura, is you have this kind of textured black wheel well. These over time, when sun keeps hitting them, they do kind of fade out. So you will kind of get like a sunburnt look on this. I mean, depending if you keep your car in the garage or not, but I'm not a huge fan of this, kind of just being in the car industry and knowing about it. You do have your nice chrome piece here, kind of just finishing off this chrome trim coming in. I mean, some people might say it's useless, some people might say it isn't. Again, it's all opinion, but you do have that little chrome piece kind of finishing it off onto the fender. We don't see that Acura does stamp. You will see on the A-Spec a stamp on the fender. This doesn't have it. Heated side mirrors with a little bit of black painted trim, white to match the platinum white on this exterior color of the car. Integrated lighting inside the side mirror. Now coming over to the door panel, you see kind of a basic door. Now, if you take into consideration from Acuras and over to Range Rover and all these things, if you're checking out our other videos, you do see that they put a trim piece in their door. Now, I'm a fan, if you've been watching my other videos, I'm a huge fan of just one piece panel, no trims. I just think it gives it more of a classier, slick, sophisticated look. Coming over down here, you do have the rocker panel. It's kind of a black plastic rocker. Same texture plastic that you have over on the trim around the wheel well. Again, this kind of gets burned and kind of has that faded plastic outlook, which, you know, if it doesn't bother you, hey, kudos to you. Typical handle with touch sensitive lock, just like that. And the side mirror is closed and you will get the blinking. Let's open it again. There you go. You got to pull that handle to open the car. You do have your chrome trim around the around the windows. Black painted trims here. Now, this does have a panoramic moonroof. It has a tilt and slide back option on top. You don't get it all the way over to the third row seating. You get it only to about the second row or mid-range seats here. Huge fan of the panoramic moonroofs. Coming over, you do see the trim pretty much straight to the point. Your gas cap here along with the chrome trim. Now, something that we see on this back end, you don't have any trim pieces around this back windshield, kind of giving it more like a sophisticated, simple look. Like, I'm a huge fan of. So windshield wiper, kind of straight out to the point, basic black painted trim piece up top. It's like rear little spoiler, whatever you want to call it. You do have the nice LED lighting, chrome trim going across the back bumper, standard bumper sensors, 4-lane assist, and all your tech in the while you're parking assist or whatnot. You do have your dual tips on this. Again, on the A-Specs, you're going to be seeing different exhaust tips, but you do have your kind of matte silver look on these exhaust tips with that same black texture trim that you have around the rest of the car, being here on the lower part where, you know, the area of the diffuser. Backup camera, things of that sort. Acura emblem stamped with the MDX stamp, letting you know which package you get. Let's head on over to the trunk and check this out. By the push of a button, automatic open, pretty convenient. What do we see? We do see a WeatherTech matte MDX matching the stamp on the truck, on the trunk, hello. But so coming over to the third row, remember we do have the 8 seating option on this car or the 7 seating option. And then again, another thing I wish I would have seen on this SUV is if you would have had like a control electric panel for the third and second row seating. But in certain SUVs you'll find them, in certain SUVs you won't find them. But by the push and pull of this lever, you can pick that seat up just like that, pull that lever. So this is pretty convenient. I know some third row seatings have kind of like a little belt you got to pull, but this is pretty convenient, and you just kind of push that down. So that's pretty cool, just like that. And that headrest automatically pops down so it doesn't interfere with the second row seating, just like that. It's pretty cool. Let's put that back up. And then you have your standard 12-volt outlet with your takeout hook right here. So if you're, you know, Ubering Eats or whatnot, you can just hook up your takeout if you're by yourself. Personal cubbies here on the side and some hooks kind of strapping down whatever you have. Let's lift this and you get more personal space here. So if you want to hide things or put, you know, some clothes or whatever from the kids, you can put them down here. And this just kind of snaps back into place just like that. And we're done pretty much with the trunk. Like I said, pretty basic car on this tech package. By the push of a button, you have the automatic trunk lid close, just like that. So we're pretty much done with the exterior. I know, straight to the point, simple, like I kept saying in this video. Let's get over to the interior. All right, now sitting in the driver's seat of this 2022 RDX. Can you hear that sound? What a great marketing sound. Makes you want to buy this car. What do we see first? First thing I see that's eye-catching to me is the offset in the colors. Again, you're gonna have like this jet black interior with this black glossy paint trim insert, kind of a flat silver look. With the speaker covers, they do have ELS studio audio system, so it's pretty premium sound. You're gonna have a nice sound, good beat in the car. With this color leather, it's called parchment on this interior. I'm sure you can get different color interiors or different packages on this exact interior. And these are the sport trim seats with the perforated leather on the middle of the seat, going from the bottom where your bum sits over to the top to the headrest. And you do have your 12-way control seating on each seat, so you get a molded in 12 different ways. And you do have a 3 memory seating module here, so if they're up to 3 people that are going to be sitting in the driver's seat or the passenger seat, you get them on both sides. So that's pretty cool. You do have a standard basic door panel control unit here for the side mirrors and for your window controls. You do have your trunk button here, along with your speaker cover also here with regards to the audio. Taking a look at the steering wheel, nice leather stitched, kind of jet black look with your manual buttons. Now again, some people like the manual buttons, some people like the touch sensitive. I think coming into this kind of techie world, people are going to be looking more for the touch sensitive panels. But hey, I'm a fan of both. Again, it's all opinion. You do have this black gloss trim coming over throughout this whole front dashboard. Very nice, classy, elegant look with that silver, kind of giving it a little bit of taste offset throwing some aspect in the look of the car. Very classy and rich feel. I will give Acura that they did. And coming down to the center console, you do see that the black trim piece comes down over, and it kind of gives it a matte black finish here. So, you know, this is gonna be a little bit more sensitive on the touch. You're going to be seeing a lot of oils. That's something that, you know, you got to be aware of while you're buying this car. So when you do put your fingerprint and your hands are kind of dirty or oily, you're going to be seeing, so you're going to kind of have to constantly wipe that down, to where here you're going to have kind of a less maintenance trim panel piece. You do have a touch sensitive, so let's go ahead and turn on the tech of this car. Just like that. We're going to get that screen to turn on, along with the complete digital dash on the cluster. And you do have a touch sensitive panel here. Now, something that I wished I would have seen is this palm rest here. I would have kind of wished a little bit better position for the palm, kind of making it more comfortable. But hey, again, it's all opinion and desire. GPS, can I say they could have done a better look on the GPS? Yeah, let's do that, Acura. Let's get that GPS upgraded. You do have the digital dash. Again, pretty straight, basic, to the point. Now you can switch dynamic mode. So when you're driving either in sport, comfort mode, snow mode, by the touch of this knob, you just kind of turn it over to the left and to the right. You're in snow mode, kind of gives you a picture of what you're doing. Comfort, normal, and then you get into the sport, kind of giving you the fast look swish. So that's pretty cool. And then you just kind of click that button here when you want to set that mode. You do have heated seats here in the front. I wish you would have seen climate cooled seats, also heated seats in the second row, but hey, can we have that? We'll see it in the near future. Again, straight to the point, you have your USB-C, HDMI charging port right here by the push of that little lever or lid here. It just kind of pops up just like that. And then you have the center console cubbies. You have a 2-stage cubby system. So by the push of one button, you lift the top leather cover here, and then you come up, and then you have this extra space for your personal belongings with a HDMI port and a 12-volt inlet battery plug-in. You do have the LED lighting in here, so you do get some light while you're looking through your system at night. Put my phone here for my wireless charging pad here. Now this little green light lets you know that the charging pad is on. You do have the option to turn off that charging pad by the push of that on and off button. And then when you set your phone on, that top little circle will turn yellow, letting you know that the phone is charging. You do have Alexa carried in the system, so by voice activation you can activate Alexa. That's a pretty cool thing. You have rain sensitive windshield wipers, which is implicated up here in the front windshield. And coming over to the moonroof, again, by the push of a button, you can open this visor, and the moonroof can open. So that's pretty cool, because sometimes you'll see where you have to open the visor first and then you have to open the moonroof, to whereas this is, if you give it the 2 clicks, it opens up all together. And then we can open that all the way back. So it's pretty good size. Let's go. And that's pretty much how much you open it. Let's see if we can get that. There you go, that visor going all the way back. You got 2 different buttons for the visor and for the moonroof. So you get the second row seats that are going to get that kind of outside feel if they look up. So that's a pretty cool option to have. Let's go ahead and close that. Click that. And then you have some sunglass holders here. Sun visors, pretty basic, straight to the point. All right, let's close that mesh. You have your reading lights, all that LED system, so that's pretty nice lighting. I'm happy that everybody's switching over to the LED lighting. I'm a huge fan if you've been watching my other videos. Your temperature control unit here, you do have the manual buttons, pretty straight to the point, like a lot of cars. You know, you have your tri-zone heating on this car, so you can sync them or not. You know, everybody gets their own feel for temperature and comfort in the car, making it a whole lot more convenient for the experience of the ride of the passengers. So that's a pretty cool. Now, since we're done pretty much with the front interior, let's head on over to the second row seating. All right, so now we're on the second row or mid-range seats, depending however you want to call it. We do see this nice, beautiful parchment kind of cream leather look. You can get it, I'm sure, in different colors. Very beautiful to match the front. You see kind of the black offset with your personal cubby space, kind of airplane mode, personal cubby. You do see on the back of this center console, you do, remember I told you you have the tri-zone heating. You can control the flow of the air and the temperature. Back here, you have your HDMI ports with your 12-volt plug-in port. So pretty cool. And then you have modes where you can put it to the feet. That's a pretty cool option to have, where you can, you know, shove it over to your feet or to your face, and you can turn it on and off with the nice black trim piece, kind of giving it a classy, sophisticated look. Let's sit inside the car, check out the space. Pretty good space. So again, like you, if you've been watching my other videos, I'm about 6 foot 2 inches, and you have a lot of leg room. Let's go ahead and put these down. They do tilt back by the lifting of this lever, not leather. And then, which is a pretty cool thing about this car, is you can remove this middle seat, or you can put it down by the pulling of this little belt here. You pull it up and this seat goes down. Now you have a huge center armrest, which is pretty cool. Nice cup holders. I wish they would have been a little bit bigger, you know, for the American people with their big drinks in cups. And then you kind of have like a little cubby room for your personal space. Now, something I wish they would have done is put a better lever here on this side, because I have to reach over to pull this, to find this belt, just to put this seat up. Now here, if we wanted to remove this seat, we would pull this belt right here in the center where your calves kind of fall, and you're gonna pull that out. This little square piece will turn red, letting you know that the seat is no longer clicked in, and this whole seat will lift up just like this, and then you can remove this seat as a whole. My best advice to you would be pull this down just like that, and then remove the seat, so you're not fighting getting this seat out of the car and hitting the rest of your interior. So let's pull that back up. And the moment that this seat clicks back in, just like that, that little square piece here will turn black, letting you know that the seat is completely tacked in. And then you can pull this this belt here, and this will lean back, making it more of a comfortable option. Reading light up top here, so you will have your reading, your O shiznit handle. So that's pretty cool. Have your sun visors. If the sun is bothering you, you do have that option. So this is a pretty cool option that Acura offers in this tech package MDX on both sides. Speaker covers, you're not gonna see silver here on the speaker cover. You have just a little bit of matte silver here on the insert. No glossy black on this back panel, so it doesn't kind of match the front. You're gonna have a little bit more class up in the front on that panel. And let me show you something pretty cool, is you have 2 buttons on these seats. If you wanted to kind of get in the back with your kids, by the push of a button, this chair is gonna bunny hop forward, and that button is here on the side, just like that, and it kind of hops forward, and it's an automatic slide, so very, very easy to slide back. And then you'll see coming in, making it more convenient for the entry. Let's go ahead and push that one back. And let's check out now. Not too much space for us tall people, so you're gonna wanna put somebody just a tad bit more shorter. Back here, my head is reaching the ceiling, so if I wanted to slouch, I would have to have a whole lot more leg room. Pretty basic here in the back, no temperature controls, just 1 cup holder, no USB, no USB-Cs or HDMI plugins, straight to the point. I don't know, all depends what you're looking for on your car. And then you have, let's say you're in the back and you want to hurry up and get out, or somebody forgot to move the seat forward, like a lot of times people do. You have a button here where it automatically bunny hops this seat forward. So let's check that out. Let's slide it back into place. And by the push of this button, it's gonna bunny hop forward just like that, and you're no longer forgotten about. So pretty cool. And then you can also have a belt manually here just in case these buttons don't work. That's pretty cool too. So pretty much done with the interior. Let's get over to the motor and some specs about this car. So a little bit about the specifications of this motor. You have the 3.5 liter V6, 290 horsepower. MPG is 19 city, 26 highway. And you have the option of getting all-wheel drive or the front-wheel drive. My advice to anyone would be the all-wheel drive, and it has a 10-speed automatic transmission. So now that we're completely finished with this review of this car, thank you again for watching Vagabond Builds. Subscribe, like our videos, help us out with our algorithms, and stay tuned. We do have some pretty cool projects coming and builds. Thank you so much.